I am not surprised whatsoever how determined you are suddenly going to feel to resolve this ongoing problem, this ongoing issue in your life, my gorgeous Erini. The reason why you're suddenly going to perk up, the reason why you're suddenly going to feel that way, the reason why suddenly you're gonna feel so confident is only because you are finally, as of the beginning of this week, you are finally going to decide that you are going to start this journey. Oh my God, this journey means to you so much. This journey is going to be life-changing. It is something you have been thinking about for a while, but only now, oh my God, you are going to feel awake enough to do something about it. But of course, you're instantly going to be reminded of this problem. You're instantly going to be reminded of this issue. And normally that would, like, oh my God, really put you off immediately. But as I said, oh my God, this week everything changes. You know what you need to understand, my gorgeous Erini. You are really going to decide to start some kind of a journey. Okay, this is very important to you. This is gonna be really special. You know, this is part of you. Okay, so I think that at the beginning of this week you're going to come to terms with this, that this is something you're gonna need to do. This is something you're gonna need to start, because there are so many things that you are going to start to feel that you've never felt before when it comes to your future, how beneficial this is actually going to be. You need to understand also this journey you're going to be thinking about starting. At the same time, you're taking charge of your own life. You're setting such a healthy boundaries here, okay? And on one hand, financially, oh my God, there is a major financial reward which is going to come out of it in exactly 10 months' time. And you are going to be so proud of yourself. But it's not only about money. It's not only about finances. No, baby, no. This is just going to be like, honestly, with everything else, like an added benefit, to be quite honest with you. This is more about you doing the right thing. You know, you following your intuition and you know, following your vision. Okay, so you cannot go wrong whatsoever. And also, my gorgeous Erini, at around the beginning of this week, do you know what? You are going to feel a little bit down only because you're going to feel like you're losing connection with one particular person. Okay, and you are going to be thinking about it a lot. This is going to be on your mind quite a lot. And I really need you to kind of take your time and see how you are going to approach this person about the way you are starting to feel. Okay, I really strongly suggest you to kind of have a maybe slightly different approach to what you normally would do, to what you normally would you say, because there is something really specific you're going to find out that you weren't prepared for. Okay? So that's why I need you to kind of bring a little bit of gentle touch to it. I mean, I'm not saying that you wouldn't be gentle normally. Please don't get me wrong. But you will see once this person comes out and said what's going on in their life, you see this in itself, it's like kind of going to make you aware of things you weren't aware of before. And you know, you will be able to see the bigger picture. And this in itself, it's going to be ever important for you as well, what's happening in that person's life, you know, because you are very connected. This is somebody who you feel very connected to, you know, so this is why automatically this is gonna be like also beneficial. This is going to be beneficial for you because there are certain things that you are going to find out, and based on what are you going to find out when it comes to this person, you really are going to be surprised. But then on another hand, it only happened because that person and you were kind of avoiding certain responsibility, and now certain things did catch up with both of you. But the really great thing when it comes to this is that you still have time to resolve like a really big kind of some kind of situation here. You really still have time. There is something that you're both gonna need to do almost immediately, and it needs to be done before the end of this week. Okay, it needs to be done before the end of this week, and if you don't do it, this particular situation is not going to be resolved whatsoever. And I repeat that you both of you are going to benefit from it, because this is somebody who you are really connected to. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, now this is brilliant, because because what was happening at around the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Erini, when I said, wow, suddenly you're gonna feel so determined, you know, to resolve this issue in your life, for example, suddenly you're gonna feel so confident. I said only because you really are gonna realize that you need to start some kind of a journey. You know, this is gonna be really important to you, very special to you, and it's something that you have been thinking about for a while. Only this week you are gonna feel so awake, and you will be able to see things crystal clear. So by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you know, you really are going to make such a quick decision based on that. You are going to make such a quick decision, and it's connected to this particular and it's connected to this particular problem, to this particular issue when it comes to your life. You know, at around the midweek you are going to make such a quick decision, and in order to resolve this situation, which is still kind of preventing you to start this journey. Do you understand? In order to resolve this situation, to resolve this problem, to resolve this issue that's preventing you so far to start this journey that means to you so much, you're gonna make a really quick decision to collaborate. You will know that you're gonna need to collaborate with a certain person or a certain group of people, something that would normally, of course, you would like, this would normally like put you off. By you collaborating with this person or a group of people, this problem is going to come to an end. This problem is going to be resolved. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to be resolved. There is no doubt about it. It's not even going to take that long whatsoever. You're going to find yourself like in such a situation where you're going to be thinking like, oh my God, I allowed this to affect me for so long. I've been worrying about this problem, this issue for so long. And you're gonna come to this point where you're gonna realize, oh my God, I can't believe how quickly this was finished. You are making like a really wise move by having some kind of collaboration here that was, oh my God, putting you off so badly. You're making such an important move. You're making a really smart move, my gorgeous Erini. Look at this. You've got the High Priestess here, so you're obviously making a really smart move, a really wise choice, and you are going to start this process where finally you will be able to move on, you know, with your life. This process is going to allow you to end this problem, to move on, to move forward, and finally you are going to find yourself on this path, my God, you know, on this great path towards something much better, much brighter, much more significant for you at this stage of your life. Absolutely brilliant. You're moving on. You're leaving certain things behind that have been slowing you down for a while, and you're moving on towards something so much better. So much better. And I also want to say one thing. Please, my gorgeous Erini, be open-minded. Be open-minded when it comes to this week. And don't allow any situation where you need to take some kind of a risk, to take the better of you. Just go for it. Sometimes we need to take risks in this life in order to achieve what we need to achieve, what we want to achieve. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you're going to have a really, oh my God, like a really beautiful experience, like a spiritual experience. Something spiritual is going to happen. And you're really going to be enjoying yourself. You will be reminded of your own spirituality. You will be reminded how there are so many different dimensions in this world. And based on that spiritual experience, you really are going to be reminded of your childhood. You're going to be reminded of your past, or this is going to be your childhood, or you're going to be reminded of certain aspects of your past, like something that was going on like a very long time ago. And the way you feel like it's like, oh, things that no longer exist, things that have vanished and things like that. But you're going to be focusing on a certain aspect of your life, like from a very long time ago, when you were enjoying yourself so much. Things used to be like a completely different, so much easier, so much happier. You were kind of so much more optimistic. There was a certain lifestyle that you lived, and you just felt so much, reconnected with yourself every single day. And now you're gonna feel like you've lost this. Now you're gonna feel this is gone. And then, my gorgeous Erini, this really is kind of going to open your eyes, that you will realize that you really want to kind of make a really big decision when it comes to your lifestyle. You will realize you need to come to terms with this. You are going to realize that there is, I know this is going to sound weird, but you're going to realize, like, based on your memories, there is a certain aspect of your memories that you will want to return to. You will want your life to be like that again. And this is a lot to do with you looking at the bigger picture, like what actually do you need to do in order to kind of like do this, in order to change your life, in order to change your lifestyle. And you're also going to realize, over the next couple of days, that you've got everything you need to do in order, you can do this. You can do this. You are the only one who is standing in your own way. You are the only one who is preventing you from doing so. You can do this. I'm not saying that you need to go backwards when it comes to your life, but I'm just saying that this time in between was ever so important. You've learned so much about yourself. You tried certain things, in your life. Certain things worked out for you, certain things didn't. And that happens very often. And we just reached a certain point, and then we kind of realize that there are certain things that are always going to be missing in our lives, and unless we do something about it. But in your case, it's going to be like some kind of nostalgia, a lifestyle change. Perhaps you're going to be thinking, maybe moving homes if you're able to do that. Maybe you're going to start to think like, maybe you will want to kind of move somewhere to the certain place or to the certain area where you used to live like a very long time ago. You will want to move to the certain areas that remind you of this particular time of your life. You really need to go with this powerful flow, because it's at the same time bringing you such an important revelation in itself, my gorgeous Erini. And an important revelation, what you need to do and which wise choice do you need to make. And you're going to realize, which major choice in life you need to make. And you're going to realize that there is in order to do this, it's like, oh my God, you're going to realize that there is a big sacrifice. I'm afraid I see it here. There is a big sacrifice that you are indeed going to need to make. Okay, but the sooner you make this sacrifice, my gorgeous Erini, the sooner you are gonna move forward with your life, the happier you're going to be, because you are literally going to start drifting. You're literally going to start floating towards the right direction in your life. You know you're gonna feel on one hand, my God, so excited, but on another hand, so peaceful. What a beautiful, sacred combination this is. However, you know, you are in general gonna feel so much better, so much happier, so much more peaceful once you reach your destination. Okay? So now, my gorgeous Erini, I'm going to shuffle these tarot cards. Do you know what? I really have like an ear infection, and I cannot believe that with my ear infection I'm doing this. I'm so devoted! Listen, my gorgeous Erini, so now I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Ooh la la, look at this. You are going to have such an important sign. You are going to have a sign, such a beautiful sign, such a beautiful moment. And this sign is going to remind you of what exactly do you need to be patient with. This is a crucial point. This is a crucial stage of your life to identify what this is, because something remarkable is going to come out of it. But I'm afraid you have been thinking about stopping this or ending this or something like that. So this is going to be the greatest reminder ever. You are going to be reminded through this sign, through this omen, what exactly do you need to wait a little bit longer with? What do you need to be patient with? And you shall indeed be rewarded, as long as you follow your intuition, as long as you pay attention to what your spirit is trying to make you aware of. Hello my gorgeous people, I've just launched my new t-shirt collection called As Above, So Within. This collection is all about connection with our signs, our inner truth, and the wisdom we already carry inside. Each t-shirt represents one of the 12 zodiac signs with beautifully illustrated designs on the front that capture the essence of your sign, and on the back the message that ties it all together. As above, so within. Because we don't have to look outside ourselves for answers. Everything we need is already within us. The stars simply remind us of what our spirit already knows. Each shirt is of course made from 100% quality cotton, soft and comfortable, perfect for your readings, meditation, or just everyday wear. They are designed with love, intention and attention to detail, so they feel as good as they look. I created this collection for all of you, my gorgeous people, who tune in each week, who listen to your intuition, and who walk this journey of growth and self-awareness. If you would like to support my channel and wear something that truly reflects your energy, you can find the link below. My gorgeous people, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your light, and for always trusting the wisdom within. As above, so within. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.